All right, it is indeed time for the Fluffle to assemble. Welcome, one and all, to the Rabid Atheist Show. I'm your host, Ed Raby, a former pastor turned atheist, now a compassionate anti-theist. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Rabid Atheist Show. Whether you are a paid-for citizen of the Rabid Nation, or whether you are just a tourist who's subscribed looking around, or whether you're looking across the border, wondering whether or not to join such a wonderful nation as the Rabid Nation, welcome, one and all. But yeah, welcome one and all. Welcome to Rabid Atheist. And today is a Deconversion Hangout, so all the rules of Deconversion Hangout still apply. You have to be a subscriber for at least 20 minutes before you can comment. And this is a strictly modded stream as well. So here, primarily, if somebody needs deconversion help, I'm not a psychologist, sociologist, or anything like that, but I've been deconverting from Christianity for well over a decade. And so there's that. But thanks everybody for being here today. I was going to do something a lot heavier for Deconversion Hangout, but after the broadcast on Monday and the broadcast on Wednesday, I'm kind of emotionally and socially done. So I want something a little bit more lighthearted. So I'm going to play a few of some of these best apologist moments of all time. But I'm looking for help on a project, but I'm going to get into that in a minute. I just want to kind of give the teaser here, but let's talk about some of the announcements. There, of course, is a goal in chat. If we reach that goal, I'll wear whatever hat has been chosen by the poll. That's my way of raising money for my channel and things like that. So if you want to help with that, always appreciated when everybody does that. There's also a link to the Discord, the Fluffle Fangs. If you're looking for a community, there's that. I also, we're going to have a special fundraiser for IKIlledEarl, trying to get her back into a place of good health, good stability, and the fundraiser and the GoFundMe explains it a lot better and more succinctly than I can right now. So all we're asking you to do is kind of check it out. If you can help, thank you so much. If you can't, we'd really appreciate you sharing this link with people you think can help Earl. So appreciate all of that as well. So so there you go. I think that's it for announcements, but please consider helping Earl. Save my artist. Okay. Let's see who's been here already. Well, we got Blossom. Who else? The Elder Gods have graced us with their emissary. Dragon Rider is here. Faye is here. Sum is here. Michael is here. Julian Michael's here. Noise is here. And there she is. The wonderful, lovely, smart, intelligent, beautiful lap in which our Lord naps. IKIlledEarl, one of the smartest women I know. So, best apologist at the moment must be... We're going to talk about that. Let's see. I think that's it for who's here. Okay, I want to explain this. And Michael's kind of set me up here. I want to do a video of the top 10 best moments where the apologists gave away the game, where we atheists continue to giggle, where we look at that as a moment. And I also would like as many diverse, different apologists in this video as I can get. And I don't watch as many apologist channels as many of you and see everything that all of you do. So I'm going to do 2 phases with this today. If you could put it in the comments of the stream after the stream is over, I would like your submission for the best apologist moment of all time. I have 4 submissions that I'm putting in today so that you won't have to worry about those. I'm going to play some of those. We're going to giggle again about them. But I know there's others. Somebody mentioned Hovind. I don't watch Hovind very much. So I would love to see some clips that maybe you guys have seen of him. There's several others. Like, I would love a good representation of what is this apologist's worst moment, but the best moment for atheists, kind of thing. And I'm going to do a community post probably tomorrow about this, where you can drop links and stuff like that. I would really appreciate some active participation on this one, because I don't watch everybody. Like, I don't watch all the apologists. I just don't have time. But I know that there is some like old stuff. But yeah, like it's the it's that kind of thing. Okay, so today we're gonna have a little fun. I'm gonna play some stuff. It's also Deconversion Hangout. So if you're here and you want to talk about a deconversion issue that you need help with, I'm here for that too. I'll interrupt whatever I'm doing to do that, as everybody knows. That's very important to me. So, but yes, that's what I'm looking. So here we go. I'm going to play the 4 initial submissions that I have made for this project to give you guys some idea of what I'm going. And so let's see. Today I got my work and found out I'm my own operator where I can have a plant, or 16. Oh, Earl, that's good news. Oh, that's such good news for you. I know how much your plants meant to you, and losing them was kind of a pain in the, that was emotional. So yes, and yes, thank you everybody who's donated so hard. Earl appreciates it. I know she does. Okay. All right. So I'm going to play a couple. I know I've already seen it in the chat. So I got 4 of my own that I'm going to put into the submissions for these moments. In fact, these 4 clips give me actually 5 submissions to the worst or best apologist moments of all time. So here we go. So here we go. This is actually, guys might remember this one from a few years ago. This is from Apologia's channel, where the infamous moment happened where he broadcast this to everybody. This was the first time, this little short video is the first time I was aware of this situation, and I laughed so hard. So there you go.
And Craig admitted something that I didn't think that any Christian would ever actually openly admit.
If there is just one chance in a million that this is true, it's worth believing.
Holy cow.
Far from raising the bar or the epistemic standard that Christianity must meet to be believed, I lower it.
Don't raise your epistemic bar for God to meet. You put it on the floor. You lower it. William Lane Craig just said he literally lowers the bar as low as he can. And if that's the bar that his omnipotent, omniscient, all-powerful God can clear, good enough for William Lane Craig. Think about that the next time he's spouting off the Kalam cosmology argument to you.
That if there's any evidence that it's true, then it's worth believing in.
All right. There's my first submission. Does everybody approve of this submission being one of the apologist's best moments from an atheist point of view? Does everybody agree with that one? Like, that is a submission, the low bar bill moment. I've already seen it a couple times in chat, so I'm going to put that one in into my list of things to consider. Yeah, some Kent Hovind. I don't have that clip today, but I know that one exists. Yeah, it's a classic. It's a classic moment. Yes. Okay, fair enough. There we go, noise. So there we go. All right, now this next one, some of you have already mentioned, so it won't be, but I'm going to play the longer clip because there's another stupid apologist moment in this one that comes before it that I think we forget. It's equally as dumb and stupid. It's just the other one is funnier. Okay, so here we go. This is Ray Comfort and Kirk Cameron. you'll probably recognize the footage almost immediately if you've been around the space any kind of time. All right. So, but there's two dumb moments in this clip. It's just the other one kind of overshadows that the other one there that we'll get to. But this is the longer clip in context. So here we go.
And I've since learned that when you really look at the evidence, the truth is it takes more faith to be an atheist than it does to believe in God. You've really got to ignore the facts.
It's funny how we equate the word atheism with intellectual, when it's the exact opposite.
That's right.
Kirk, I have an intellectually stimulating theory. It's my theory of where the soda can may have come from. Billions of years ago, there was a big bang in space. Nobody knows what caused the big bang. It just happened. And from this bang issued this huge rock. On top of the rock was found a sweet, brown, bubbly substance. And over millions of years, aluminum crept up the side, formed itself in a can, then a lid, and then a tab. And then millions of years later, red paint, blue paint, white paint fell from the sky and formed itself into the words, 12 fluid ounces, do not litter. You're saying, what are you doing? You're insulting my intellect. And so I am. Because we know if the can is made, there must be a maker. If it's designed, there must be a designer. To believe the soda can happened by chance is to move into an intellectual free zone. It's to have an echo when you think. It's to have brain liposuction. Hold this, Kirk. Behold the atheist's nightmare. Now, if you study a well-made banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 ridges. On the close side, 2 ridges. If you get your hand ready to grip a banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 grooves, on the close side 2 grooves. The banana and the hand are perfectly made one for the other. You'll find the maker of the banana, Almighty God, has made it with a non-slip surface. It has outward indicators of inward contents: green, too early; yellow, just right; black, too late. Now, if you go to the top of the banana, you'll find, as with the soda can makers, they placed a tab at the top. So God has placed a tab at the top. When you pull the tab, the contents don't squirt in your face. You'll find the wrapper, which is biodegradable, has perforations. Notice how gracefully it sits over the human hand. Notice it has a point at the top for ease of entry. It's just the right shape for the human mouth. It's chewy, easy to digest, and it's even curved toward the face to make the whole process so much easier. Seriously, Kirk, the whole of creation testifies to the genius of God's creative hand.
It absolutely does. You think of the human eye. It has 40,000 nerve endings and focusing muscles that move more than 100,000 times a day. The human eye has over 137 million light-sensitive cells. And even Charles Darwin himself said,
"To suppose that the eye could have been formed by natural selection seems, I freely confess, absurd in the highest degree."
So even the creator of the theory of evolution says it just goes against my common sense and logic.
Yeah, like, yes, Earl, like it won't squirt in your face. Now, the banana thing is often the thing that everybody focuses on this one, but the soda can one is equally as stupid. The whole human eyeball is equally as dumb. Like, if you wanted to put like all the dumb creationist stuff and encapsulate it in a 3-minute clip, there you go. Like, it is. Yeah, I mean, quote mining, it got it all, Michael. It's got it all. Like, this whole 3 minutes is definitely one of those moments I'm like, you gotta be flipping kidding. Yeah, I know, Dragon Eye. Like, some of us get pissed off about this. I still do. But given the fact that this has now become a meme, and I want things to squirt my face free, I want that. Oh, I have no idea what Darwin sounded like. I don't think he sounded like that. So I'm going to submit that as 2 separate ones because I think the rest of the video is kind of a dumb moment too. But the banana thing is definitely up there. So that's my second submission to my list that I'm trying to create. Let's see, what's the next one? Oh, this is another Kirk Cameron one. I have to put this here because I was so so amazed at how stupid this was when it came out. So, and even I think I was still a theist at the time, and I'm like, oh my God, this is embarrassing. So this is another Kirk Cameron. So here we go. Here we go.
I'm Kirk Cameron, and my partner Ray Comfort and I come to you tonight not as molecular biologists or as rocket scientists, but simply as an author and an actor, and we want to do two things that fly in the face of convention. One, we'd like to show you that the existence of God can be proven 100% absolutely without the use of faith. And secondly, as a former atheist myself, an evolutionist, I want to pull back the curtain and show that the number one reason many people do not believe in God is not because of a lack of evidence, but because of a theory that many scientists today consider to be a fairy tale for grown-ups. Science has never found a genuine transitional form that is one kind of animal crossing over into another kind, either living or in the fossil record. And there's supposed to be billions of them. Now, what I'm about to show you does not exist. These were actually created by our graphic artists, but I want you to keep your eye out for this, because this is what evolutionists have been searching for hundreds of years. All right? And if you find one of these, you could become rich and famous. So here's some transitional forms. This is called the crocodile. Can you see this?
God, what a numbnut.
Crocodile and a duck. All right, let's try another one. This is the bullfrog. Half bull, half frog, or, of course, the sheepdog.
Okay, that's my next submission. It's sad that Kirk Cameron's in two of these. Oh my gosh. Yes. Like, but it's still one of my favorite moments, Earl, because like the Crocoduck Award came out, like there was that little clip spawned more shit back when it came out than a lot of it combined. Like the Crocoduck, I don't know if the Crocoduck Award is still an award, but it was a award created by some evolutionist to give, you know, somebody talking about transitional forms. So yes, yes. Hey Robert, good to see you, man. Oh, hi Josh, good to see you. But yeah, like that's my my fourth submission to my list that I'm trying to create of atheist, you know, atheist approved apologist moments. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but these moments where the apologists kind of give up the game. Yes, bullfrog, yeah. Yes. You've never seen the Crocoduck clip? It's probably older. It is definitely, that's, oh, shit, I want to say that's late 90s. It might be predate YouTube. It might actually predate YouTube. So I don't know. The Crocoduck reminds me of King Crocoduck, who hasn't uploaded in a while. Yeah, like there's a guy who did a channel called the Crocoduck Channel. So yeah, it's like early 2000s or something. So it's like that. And so maybe a little bit before some of your time, probably. But I'm going to put that in the list because remember, this is an all-time list. So you can search back through YouTube, the internet, trying to come up with a list of and I want as many different apologists as I can get. So every apologist that we can think of that's mainstream is represented in this. Like I've already got William Lane Craig, we got Kirk Cameron, you know, we got Ray Comfort. And now one of my more personally favorite moments of apologists being silly happened much more recently. So there you go. Yeah, the biblical clip. Yes. Okay, yes. Have Kirk Cameron attempt to explain the platypus. Yeah. I don't care. Always only get better with time. Yes. All right. So this is one of my favorites. This is very recent. This is just like last year, I think. This is 2025, I think it is. And so it's one of my favorite moments, and I have to put this in. And this involves, you know, one of those guys that I personally helped Apologia with. So here we go with this clip.
Scholarly opinions.
First of all, I'm not trying to sound.
Whoa. Got to get back to the beginning.
I wanted to ask you as well, how did you go about keeping track of all the scholarly opinions?
First of all, I'm not trying to sound cocky, but the Lord's given me a good memory. I teach PhD courses without notes.
First method, good memory. Second method,
as I would go through, I have a notebook here on my right. I forgot about that. It's got little tiny sheets of paper, little tiny squares.
second method, tiny sheets of paper.
And thirdly, I would categorize them in notes.
Third method, categories and notes.
And fourthly, I remember a very good memory. It's just there.
Fourth method is also good memory. Perfect.
Oh, still one of my favorite moments. Oh my God. Hey, Evan, good to see you. Yeah, you did pretty good, Earl. You did pretty good. You didn't get the crocoduck one, but that's my first 5. Yes, I love the perfect on the end. Oh my gosh, I still laugh so hard about this every time I see it. Yeah, he says, I have a pretty good memory, and I forgot all about, like, that is so perfect for Habermas. Like, he's sitting there bragging about his good memory. Oh, I forgot about this notebook that I have. Oh, I don't know, Ocean. Like, good to see Ocean, by the way. Yeah, Habermas's crowning moment. But yeah, like, oh, I remember seeing this at the beginning of Paul's video on this whole thing, and I died laughing. I don't. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's classic. It's classic. Oh my goodness. Oh, in fact, just to kind of promote Earl again, like, Earl did a piece of art like during the stream where I was airing this, where the first time I was like reacting to it and helping. Like, my whole modus operandi with Paul Ince is to kind of help him out, give him some scholarly cred from time to time. Right. Like, yeah, I kind of agree with that as a scholar. Like, that's pretty close to do. And after she saw this, like, she saw this at the beginning of the stream, and she created this. So, yeah, well, Ocean will look at your stuff. I will look at your stuff. I mean, I get it. Like, I don't generally have a problem with pagans. Like, pagans don't bother me near as much as Christians. So, but this is yeah, post that one in the Discord. Like, this is what I'm looking for, folks. Like, post it in the Discord. Like, if we can create a line of reasoning there, put it in a comment link. These are my initial submissions to my list of apologists that I want to take. I don't have anything from like Kent Hovind. I don't know if Kokol has a moment like this. Like, look through all of them. Give me your best, your brightest, the funniest, and we'll see. Like, yeah, you remember timing real? You did? Oh, that's right, you did. So. Okay, Ocean. I tell you what, Ocean. I'll create one, maybe. Yeah. So there you go. Maybe, I don't know. But yes, like, but it's. I'm trying to find all these clips. Like, I don't watch all the apologists. I just don't have the time to watch everything they do. But I know that a lot of them have these kind of moments where they say something that gives up the game. Like, it's kind of one of those things where you just kind of like, yeah, okay. And so take a medication for memory, and I forget what it's called. Yes. Yeah, like some of these moments might be frustrating too, but I'm looking for stuff where you can encapsulate it in like a half a minute to a couple of minutes where this apologist is saying something, and you know absolutely that it's wrong. Like, and they kind of give up the game, like Banana Man with his banana comment, like the soda can comment that he does earlier, and the whole Darwin thing that's in there too. You got, you know, Low Bar Bill lowering the epistemological bar. You've got Habermas with his tiny sheets of paper. You've got the Crocoduck, which apparently is older than most of them. But yeah, like there's so many frustrating moments sometimes with apologists. I'm putting together a greatest hits. Like, okay, like where is so? Oh yeah, like Ocean. I love Ocean. Like, I'm glad to see Ocean back. Like for a while there, he was kind of missing. So, but I'm glad to see Ocean back. So, the problem with me, and then I guess it puts me in a pretty good position. No, I don't see. I don't have a problem. Like, we could have a long debate about spiritual things, I'm sure. My main issue with most apologists is how they misrepresent what the other side is saying. Like, the creationists are really notorious, Ocean, for this. One of the things, like, this is Deconversion Hangout, so I'm going to tell you a little story of my deconversion involves, like, Paul Entz talks about how, you know, dealing with answers in Genesis is what led to a lot of his deconversion from Christianity. I have a very similar story, and it was me looking at Christian apologists and creationists and realizing they didn't know what the hell they were talking about. Like, I don't mind an apologist that accurately represents the other side by talking to the other side, and that's probably why I have a lot of respect for the fact that you do that. Like, I haven't seen anything that you did that I would say was a misrepresentation of the other side. And that's where it can be fair. So if I have this in Loki's responsibility, okay, I can buy that. See, I have my own deity, Ocean. You know, I have Fangs. When people ask me, what's the Fangsology story? And this is official lore because I was wearing the Holy Bunny hat at the time. I just basically say, well, Fangs was doing his drunk time traveling thing. That's why he went back. He went to weed because getting drunk is always a bad move for Fangs because he does stupid shit. And he went back in time and saw a button hanging in the middle of nowhere. There was nothing there, so he pushed the button. So, and that's how the universe started. So, yeah. So there you go. But yeah, like I don't have issues with apologists as much if they fairly represent the other side. So, like, when I push back against what they say about atheists, it's usually because I completely misrepresented it. Clip. All right, there we go. Best, brightest, severe. Yeah, it's not a high bar here, people. I mean, William Lane Craig set the bar. I mean, come on, Evan. Yeah. Oh, there aren't any good apologists? All right. Hey, and Azzo's been a member for 33 months. You know, Azzo, if you make it to 36, I think the color of your bunny badge will change to a color that nobody else has. So you got to get there. I've gotten a few theists annoyed with me. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind being annoyed. I don't like being misrepresented. Like, I really don't like that. So there you go. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that, Earl. She's a little stick. There you go. Peterson is fair game too. Like, because he's been an apologist again. He's spoken very actively, Robert, against atheism, and he has completely misrepresented what atheism is many, many times. So Peterson is also fair game. I'd throw him in he's not necessarily a Christian apologist, but he certainly is a God apologist. So a traditional one. Okay, Ember. Good to see Ember. Well, yeah, like I'm taking like all kinds of suggestions. I want to get as many video clips and stuff together and go, I would love to have a moment from every one of the mainstream apologists where I can say, yeah, this was really a bad moment for them. So, yeah. Rowan Williams. Why does that sound familiar? Hold on. This is the beauty of the Rabid Atheist show. I can look up things. The Archbishop of Canterbury guy. Is that who we're talking about? That dude? Does he have a... he's an Anglican. That's great. You know, what is it with... What is it with these guys with the beards and stuff? Like, you become a religious leader and you have to wear a weird hairdo and then do a beard. Inspiring Christian figure. Archbishop of Canterbury. He doesn't seem to... Losing solidarity in a secular age. I don't know. Demonic political climate in America. I can buy that. I don't know. I'll have to look him up and take a deeper dive at him. Seeing you bring him up. I try to be reactive as possible. I'm like, I know that name sounds familiar, but I couldn't remember where it was from. So, oh yeah, he made the list. He was the first one. So, but yeah, Amber, I know. I don't know if I'm going to put you in there though. Oh, and me has been to be when discussed I take more denial of the existence of God, which some atheists hold and some don't. Yeah, I can see where you would have the conversation of agnostic atheism versus Gnostic atheism would be an issue. Like, I do believe that those two things are existent. Like, some of us, like myself, like, I don't know, I'm kind of a human being stuck on planet Earth. I don't know that I can't know any, if I can know whether there's a God or not. But right now, I'm going to say no. Like, I just don't buy one. So, Danny and Peterson and the surrounding is buried. Is embarrassing, yes. Lennox has some truth. Yeah, like Lennox had that interview, and I think there was a moment in that interview that I would clip out of there where he says some just complete off-the-wall bullshit. We also have some newcomers, folks. Like, I'm looking for stuff. Like, I could probably find something from Michael Jones, and we cannot forget, folks. We cannot forget Wes Huff. Wes Huff. I already have my moment from him where he says, like, the Dead Sea Scrolls are word for word the same. I'm like, I think that's going to be one of the clips. But I'm looking for moments like this from every apologist where I can kind of look at it and say, yeah, this wasn't their finest moment. So there you go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Cadbury, no. Canterbury. Yeah, it's like he's the Archbishop of Canterbury, I believe. This guy. An Osmo theologian. Rowan Williams. Baron Williams of Ostermouth. So he actually has a royal title, too. Welsh Anglican bishop, theologian, poet. Served as the 104th Archbishop of Canterbury from 2002 to 2012. All right. I don't know if he's funny or not. Beards, that's where only God put women. God. Watch out for Lennox. Extremely dog, he hides smoothest brains, but deep inside. Did you ever notice, Ember, that with Lennox, like, all the Christians talk about how he seems like such a nice, wonderful, wise old guy. Like, they never, like Paul from Apologia made the remark, like, he had never done Lennox before because he didn't really see him as a heavy apologist. And I'm going to kind of agree with that. Like, his apologetics vibes seem to me like, old man vibes kind of thing. I forgot about Jim Bob. I try to forget about Jim Bob on purpose. Yes. But yes, I almost forgot about Jim Bob. Oh my God. I try on purpose to forget about Jim Bob. That was a very unpleasant moment in my life. Um, so, yes, word for word. There we go. The West guy. Yes. Kenneth Copeland has great ontological arguments. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if Kenneth Copeland, I kind of put in my mega church word of faith bin. I'm not sure he's an apologist. I think the only time he ever mentions atheist is just to call him stupid. Yeah, the word from Huff, yes. No. Well, yeah, I have no problem talking with the ocean. Like your reputation, I don't have a problem with it. So so there you go. Chocolate had a bishop, yeah. The Archbishop of Cadbury I'd probably like better. Oh yes, Jim Bob. Matt Hovind. Yeah, like I forgot about him. What has he been doing lately? Like, I don't know what Ken Hovind's son has been doing, like, either. Yes, ever. A team of Andrew Wilson. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's not talk about your reputation. We'll drop that. We'll drop that discussion. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Coco and his tactics. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like it's see, like I want like something that Coco has said a lot of shit. So there's like somebody must have noticed something where Coco said something stupid. And I don't know, he's really careful. Like Coco's really careful. I mean, we haven't even gone into like the Mike Wingers of the world. We haven't gone into some of these other guys that badmouth atheists all the time. I think I mentioned Mike Jones from Inspiring Philosophy, but there's others. Matt Powell. I'm sure there's like a legion of stupid clips from him, but yeah, Jay Dreyer. Like there's a whole plethora for you to choose from. Jay Warner Wallace is another one. Like I want to go back and look at some of his stuff because I think there's some stuff in there that's silly, but yeah. So it's like the idea here of this project is to kind of like leave your comment in the comment, leave it in the Fluffle. I'm going to create a community post probably tomorrow or Saturday. Drop your clips, drop your submissions. I'm going to sift through all of them, listen to all of them, and put together, I don't know, the best ones. I wanted to get like at least one from every apologist that submitted. So yeah, I already did that one. I may do these all again for those of you that came in late. Like I may, so there, yeah, Red Pen Logic. Yeah, like him, like he's, oh my goodness. Yeah. Cliff, like the Knuckles. Yes. I like, yeah. Oh my goodness. The banana argument convinced you were an ape. I'm sure it didn't. I'm fairly certain that the banana argument did convince you, but I may run through these again just for giggles. But yeah, just so those of you that came in late, these are some of the examples of what I'm looking for. Like I want to put together all the apologists at least having one moment of embarrassment. Like I'm not. It's just one of those things where I think we need to, at this point, catalog some of their worst hits, some of their worst misses. So I guess we'll see what happens. So that's kind of what I'm going. See, that's a very popular one. All right, I'm seeing a lot of you have come in late. This is my project. I'm putting together like a greatest hits moment of the apologist. I'm putting greatest in air quotes. And I'm going to give you some of the early submissions, but I'm looking for other submissions to this. It might end up being a video series for all I know. Yeah, definitely Michael Jones. Yeah, put him in there. But I'm going to replay these because they're funny, and we're gonna hit it again. So the first one that I put up that I've already submitted is Mr. William Lane Craig, and this is Paul Entz reporting on what William Lane Craig said.
Admitted something that I didn't think that any Christian would ever actually openly admit.
If there is just one chance in a million that this is true, it's worth believing.
Holy cow.
Far from raising the bar or the epistemic standard that Christianity must meet to be believed, I lower it.
Don't raise your epistemic bar for God to meet. You put it on the floor. You lower it. William Lane Craig just said he literally lowers the bar as low as he can. And if that's the bar that his omnipotent, omniscient, all-powerful God can clear, good enough for William Lane Craig. Think about that the next time he's spouting off the Kalam cosmology argument to you.
That if there's any evidence that it's true, then it's worth believing in.
There you go. That's I put that one in already. Here, I'm going to learn this one too.
When you really look at the evidence.
Okay, and I'm going to skip. I'm going to get to the part that everybody finds most funny, but this is a double submission because it's also the soda can bullshit that he does. So, but let's go to the funny moment here.
Liposuction. Hold this, Kurt. Behold the atheist's nightmare. Now, if you study a well-made banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 ridges. On the close side, 2 ridges. If you get your hand ready to grip a banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 grooves, on the close side 2 grooves. The banana and the hand are perfectly made one for the other. You'll find the maker of the banana, Almighty God, has made it with a non-slip surface. It has outward indicators of inward contents: green, too early; yellow, just right; black, too late. Now, if you go to the top of the banana, you'll find, as with the soda can makers, they placed a tab at the top. So God has placed a tab at the top. When you pull the tab, the contents don't squirt in your face. You'll find the wrapper, which is biodegradable, has perforations. Notice how gracefully it sits over the human hand. Notice it has a point at the top for ease of entry. It's just the right shape for the human mouth. It's chewy, easy to digest, and it's even curved toward the face to make the whole process so much easier. Seriously, Kurt, the whole of creation testifies to the genius of God's creative hand.
It absolutely does. You think
Okay, the rest is about the human eye, and I'm gonna put that with Kirk Cameron's one. There are, Ember, if you watch that clip, if you're of a certain frame of mind, there are so many double entendres in there. Oh my God. If they had actually done some editing with that one, they would have never shown that clip. They would have never done it. All right, now this is my submission for Kirk Cameron himself. This next one.
I'm Kirk Cameron, and my partner Ray Comfort and I come to you tonight not as molecular biologists or as rocket scientists, but simply as an author and an actor, and we want to do 2 things that fly in the face of convention. One, we'd like to show you that the existence of God can be proven 100% absolutely without the use of faith. And secondly, as a former atheist myself, an evolutionist, I want to pull back the curtain and show that the #1 reason many people do not believe in God is not because of a lack of evidence, but because of a theory that many scientists today consider to be a fairy tale for grown-ups. Science has never found a genuine transitional form that is one kind of animal crossing over into another kind, either living or in the fossil record. And there's supposed to be billions of them. Now, what I'm about to show you does not exist. These were actually created by our graphic artists, but I want you to keep your eye out for this, because this is what evolutionists have been searching for hundreds of years. All right? And if you find one of these, you could become rich and famous. So here's some transitional forms. This is called the crocodile. Can you see this?
God, what a numbnut.
Crocodile and a duck. All right, let's try another one. This is the bullfrog. Half bull, half frog, or, of course, the sheepdog.
All right, I'm putting that one in for Kirk. So that one's Kirk's moment. Well, there you go. And thanks, Martin. Thank you, appreciate it. And now the last one. This is my one for Habermas. You probably already know it. You've seen it on my channel many, many times. It's one of my finer moments. When I saw this, I laughed so hard and I still giggle about it every time. Yeah, it's a crocodile. Bullshit, yes. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Here we go. Here's one more. This is my submission from Habermas because it's hilarious. It appeared at the beginning of Apologia video, and I think it's one of the finest things I've ever seen.
I wanted to ask you as well, how did you go about keeping track of all the scholarly opinions?
First of all, I'm not trying to sound cocky, but the Lord's given me a good memory. I teach PhD courses without notes.
First method, good memory. Second method,
as I would go through, I have a notebook here on my right. I forgot about that. It's got little tiny sheets of paper, little tiny squares.
Second method, tiny sheets of paper.
And thirdly, I would categorize them in notes.
Third method, categories and notes.
And fourthly, I remember a very good memory. It's just there.
Fourth method is also good memory. Perfect.
Oh, I'm still giggling. Yeah. I love it even more because I think later on in that particular video, I'm in it. So it was nice to get into Apologia's video because I was the guy that was trying to figure out who these people they were talking about that were critics of Habermas's book that were PhD level. I still haven't found that out. It's almost like they don't exist. Oh, the perfect at the end is just beautiful. Just chef's kiss. So he wrapped the name of Hostess, yes. Yeah, but like it's like I have a good memory. Oh, I forgot about this notebook in almost the same breath. It was just when you look at the whole, it's beautiful. So that's my submission for Habermas and the others. I got Ray Comfort, Kirk Cameron, Habermas, Ray Comfort actually too, and then Low Bar Bill. So those are the ones. This is the kind of examples of what I'm looking for. If you can email them to me, my email's in the description of the channel. There's you can drop it in the comments down below of this stream. I am attempting to put this all together and start having some Apologist Greatest Moments vids. And Ocean, you're always welcome to submit your own for yourself. So there you go. So, but yeah, I thought about that too. Like you need to perfect. just that word, perfect. Oh yeah. I also have a good memory in case I forget that I said that. Yeah, it's such a beautiful moment. I'm like, oh my goodness. And so that's in my ex-con. And as I pointed out, because of that clip and later on that entire video, on the fly during the broadcast when I was reacting to Apologia's video there, my artist, Earl, came up with this picture. That's why this picture was on earlier, but it was because of that video that this picture exists. So it's still one of my favorites because she literally did the original of this during the stream. So, and then put it up there. So, and then that, of course, allows me to point out that we are working on IKE's health and stability. So the GoFundMe is down there as well. And in that vein, I can only have so many things in StreamYard. So I'm going to remove a few things here. And I'm going to play my intermission because I'm going to take a 2-minute break and I'll be right back. And this is also from IKE. She did this for me on the fly when I needed a new intermission. So there you go. There you go. All right. I'll be back in 2. In the meantime, enjoy this following piece of storytelling from the lovely, wonderful IKIlledEarl. right, and I am back. Thank you, Earl, as always. Beautiful stuff.
I'm Kirk Cameron, and my partner.
I want to do that. I think we've had enough of Kirk Cameron today. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, like it is pretty cool. Like, most people don't realize this about Earl. Like, when she first came to me, she was just starting her artist career, and she said, you know, like, our first conversations were like trying to get a mascot for the channel, and Fangs was born, you know, January of 2025. So, and he's been around ever since, although he's been around a lot before that, if you know the lore. It's just chat about checks notes. Yeah, very good vid to watch. Apologists and alters. It's a great takedown of Habermas's research methods, which are almost non-existent. So, during my slow deconversion phase, I met a street preacher. A year later, I met the same person and asked him the same questions I'd asked him last time. I surprised him. Okay. Well, yeah. The thing is, Ocean, my largest problem with Christian apologists is they really like to come after atheists. And I'm like, you do realize that there's like other people besides atheists that don't agree with you? Like, I'm fairly certain the pagan Christian debate has been going on for quite some time, often with bloody swords and axes. But, you know, like, that's been going on for a while. The Islamic Christian debate, I don't think a lot of things have been settled there. All kinds of religions out there, but they tend to focus on us atheists pretty hard. So, yeah, we're a useful foil for Christians can't provide evidence other than their religion. Very like benevolent, surprise, and voluntary. It's just such a perfect fit on this channel. Yes, I haven't had a lot of surprise voluntary conscriptions in a while. So, though, that doesn't mean it's safe. AAA, it doesn't. But yeah, we haven't had a lot of those lately. So, I don't know if they're coming after the pagans lately. I haven't seen them do much about pagans. They keep coming after me. Like, I honestly, Ocean, I just got one on a stream I did a couple days ago. This Christian just like bombs my stream with, so like with, you know, things atheists believe in, and gives this long list of bullshit that I don't believe in. So it's like, I don't know why, but I think you pagans get overlooked because if they can prove that atheism is true, is not true, then I think they have it in their brain that what would happen is like, then that proves some sort of spirituality or God exists. And so therefore, you know, somehow God, you know, wins because they've proven some sort of God and atheism isn't true. So I don't know why they see that, because it's like you still have to all your work ahead of you of proving that it's your God that's the true one. So, hey, Josh, thank you very much. Who got those? Some got those. Kisme, Rasputis. Some of these names I recognize. Tater Tot, Hot Dish. What a great name. Josh O'Neill. Okay, there you go. I'm sorry, Michael. You keep going. I don't know what it is. Okay, silver lining being homeless. I just did the longest mosquito full pressure shower since 2019. I'm pink and happy about it. Okay, yeah. Because your old apartment, you had like this water heater that was about the size of a gallon jug. So I have not discussed the new tariffs. There's new tariffs with Canada. It's so hard to keep track of all the tariffs these days. Like, it's really difficult to keep track of tariffs because it's all about the whims of some guy and how he gets pissed off or likes a certain leader in a certain country, and it has nothing to do with good economics. So Oh my goodness. All right, there you go. See, that's exactly what I'm saying. Because your old apartment like had this shitty water heater. The Romans are still mad at what we did to their empire? Okay. At least there is more evidence for Jesus than for Judah. I find that funny as hell. There you go. See, there's another one. Like, I'm just saying, give me your submissions. They might all make it in. Okay. Like I'm looking for these moments where theists make their mistakes. And it's like, now, this epic team up episode. So yes, so here I speak about I haven't had many forced citizenships in a while, and Josh ends that. Thanks, Josh. I do appreciate it. Hold on, I'm trying to get caught up with the comments here, so I may skip some. Sorry about that. 50% tariffs on Canada because wildfires in Canada. So I'm trying to look for logic, and there obviously isn't one. We're pissed off that they had wildfires and there's smoke got in our eyes, so we're going to give them a 50% tariff. Make it make sense. I see, this is the problem. Like, this whole economic thing is an emotional reaction 99% of the time with the tariffs, because some guy in the presidential Oval Office just gets mad about something that happened. So tariff, like, this is why you shouldn't have tariff controls in the hands of one person. And to be honest, if I was a business that was affected by this, I would sue, because the Supreme Court already told Trump he can't do this shit. So, yeah. So, I don't know. Reason for their boycotts? Yeah. Agnostic and no religion was kept. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I always found that interesting with the military designations. Like, he cut so many, and I know a lot of people are pissed off of that. See you later, Evan. Have a good one. Well, yeah, I mean, the thing about the air, though, Wolf, is like it moves. Like, sometimes it's over Canada, and then sometimes it's over the United States, and then it goes around the world and comes back to Canada. Like, it's almost like nobody owns the air. The air kind of does its shit. So, yeah. You know what the alcohol ban has done? I live in Michigan. I'm going to tell you what happened, Martin, with the alcohol ban. Smuggling. There's already, I'm not even kidding. Like, if you want Canadian whiskey, I can give you a couple of people already. They cross the border, they load up with Canadian whiskey somewhere and just cross back over. And nobody at the Border Patrol is really checking. A few will get nabbed, but there's already smuggling. There's black market Canadian whiskey out there. It exists. So and it's tariff free because they smuggled it across the border. So there you go. Yes, newsflash. Smoke gives zero forks on arbitrary borders. Yes, thanks, Josh. Oh my goodness. But yes, like, the tariff on Canadian goods has just led to a black market. It's awesome. Oh, there you go. Oh my goodness. I want 50% tariffs on U.S. for the president on helping with stress, potentially affecting my heart condition. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that works anymore for him. I keep watching the poll numbers. It's not looking good for the Republicans in the midterms. Now, I say that with a caveat. Like, you still got to go out and do the work, Dems. You got to go out and vote. You still got to get together and do your thing and get it done. Otherwise, yeah. Paranoia is good. Yeah, we have a Senate race here. Yep. It's a Senate thing. We also have a governor's race this year. And the Republican candidates, I am just not really thrilled with. I'm not sure the Democrat candidate is going to be. So, but yes, Michigan's gubernatorialship is up for grabs this year too. So it's an important election year for Michiganders. So we have issues. So yeah, somebody needs to like my video today. Like my stream before you leave. Appreciate it. Helps me out immensely. I'm always really bad about this YouTube algorithm shit. So I need other people to help me with that. So let's see. To trade for the two companies hurt by the environment and from the smoke. Why don't we send them aid with a payment plan? Stop fire. Well, yeah, but that would be actually helpful. I don't understand the logic on this one. The Canadians just suffered a blow with these fires. Their economy got hurt by the fires, and then we're going to dump on them even more. Why are we not saying, hey, good neighbors to the north, here's some money to help with helping you rebuild some of the stuff and, get us back to being good economic partners. It's the problem with America First is it's coming off as America selfish. And that's really the problem. It's not helping us. I don't think being this is just being bad human beings to me. You just had somebody experience a forest fire that burns down part of their forest. Oh yeah, let's make it even worse for you. Thanks. I don't understand the logic here. So build a bigger wall. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, Earl, Michigan, during Prohibition, I live in Michigan, there is tons of Prohibition history all over the state. If you want to look, you'll find it. Al Capone used to have several houses in Western Michigan that he used to stay at when he was lying low. The routes by the Purple Gang across the Detroit River are still there. And so whenever we have this tariff thing between Canada and the United States, there are plenty of bootlegger local Michiganders that will cross that border, load up their trunk, and drive back across. So it's a Michigan tradition since Prohibition. So there you go. So there you go. There you go. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, the like button is very consensual. I appreciate it. She has no problem being consensually poked. So unfairly discriminating against American autos, alcohol, and dairy products of Canada leading the way where wildfires was an excuse. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for more smuggling. Thanks for more black market liquor. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're going back into the mob boss era. Honestly, Martin, I kid you not, every time there's some sort of prohibition or tariff or whatever, I hear in the Michigan local news, there's always this, yeah, smuggling is kind of picked up. If you read between the lines, yeah, okay, we're going to put this tariff on Canadian whiskey. Okay. So now you got people driving across the border because they do it every day because they live in Canada, work in Michigan, work in Canada, live in Michigan. They cross those bridges in Detroit all the time. And you know what they do? They load up their trunk with Canadian whiskey coming back or whatever Canadian goods that people want. That's cheap, and because they got rid of the tariff and all the taxes and stuff, they could sell it for less than what's in the store and still make a shit ton of money. And this is a Michigan tradition, particularly in Detroit. So all you're doing is with these tariffs is feeding the black market. Good work. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, I know. It's a thing. It's a thing. Is pooping the purpose? Maybe, I don't know. I don't think he's America First at all either. I've had that argument before. So I wrote a book saying that. Oh yeah, that's right, you did. Yeah. All right, yeah, you could send it to me. But yeah, like it's the issue with all this stuff. Okay, and I hate to go. I'm going to be honest, folks. I am weary of politics already. We haven't even gotten to November, and I am ready to. I don't know. How do you immigrate to another country? How do you get out of here? Again, but I'm just weary with it already. Like I'm already kind of emotionally done. But it's like I try to avoid the politics on my channel because not because like it's not important, but mostly because it's just like I'm done with it. So, but yeah, you tried twice. Okay, yeah, like Trump exhaustion. Yeah, like I'm just kind of done. Like I notice all my atheist brother and sisters, commentators, live streamers out there. It's like every fucking day it's talking to MAGA and Trump and all this stuff. And I'm like, I have no desire whatsoever to do any of that. I'm done. I'd rather talk about apologists and being stupid. I'd rather like talk about how to help you as you shift your faith from one thing to another. Like I'd rather talk about the issues that this channel is built on. I'm kind of getting more into a third vibe with my mission of like, because of Earl and everything, like, how do I, like, there's something that's growing inside me as a desire. Like, how do I help my fellow secularists when they're facing a hard time? Like this whole thing with Earl is kind of like, okay, now wait a minute. We've had like lots of things happen in the community and people out there that have no recourse because they aren't religious. Is there a way to help with that? Like and I'd rather talk about that stuff than MAGA, Donald Trump, or America First. I am so done with that shit. Like, I'm just so done. I don't want to vote for anyone who took donations from AIPAC. Fine, if it helps Michigan. We are purple state-ish. Yeah, that's true. We're kind of purple. We're actually kind of a good microcosm of America, really. Like, for very similar reasons. So, used to watch Apologetics. I can probably find older videos I watched. I went down the rabbit hole before. What clips do you want? Like funny, awkward, doesn't matter. I'm looking for different apologists too. Like let's see, we've got William Lane Craig already. We got Ray Comfort. We've got Kirk Cameron, and we got Gary Habermas. So there's 4 of them. And I don't know if we're going to find a clip from any of those that's already better than the ones I've already shown. So yeah, I know. Yeah, but I'm trying to save my artist. Like I can't do art, Earl. You've seen what I do for art. So it's like, no, got to have somebody else do it. I suck. But yes. Yeah, no, I'm on my feed. Some of them are leaning MAGA. They do serve as like who wins the Senate in November and other BS. We're only in July. Get a grip. Yes. You full boo. Oh, I am so sorry. I want to help you, Earl. You're my friend. So, but yes, head pats and curtsies and all of that. But yeah, the GoFundMe has actually done very well. We've only been, let's see, we started this, me and Evan started this Monday not this Monday, but Monday before. So it's been 11 days. Yeah, it's happy tears. Okay. All right. I won't be sorry then, but I'm very pleased. The Fluffle has really rallied around you and I appreciate you. You've done like, if people wonder, like if you see Fangs in most of the time on my channel, it's Earl's artwork. She's been a contributor to the lore as well with some of the writing and some of the things that have happened. But my channel was kind of a lot duller before Earl came along. Yeah, and yes, I know, Ember. Like I look at your situation too, and it's like it is hard to get them traction, and that's why I'm very pleased right now with Earl's. Like, we're only 10, 11 days into it, and we're like at 35%, which, and then I saw the other one you guys were doing for Miranda, and I saw how well that one did. But I'm also very aware, like, GoFundMe's have trouble getting traction sometimes. And it's kind of given me some thoughts, like, as a former pastor, the one thing I have a shit ton of experience in is running a not-for-profit. And so I'm kind of thinking and brainstorming down those ends, because what I would love to do for the secular community at some point, and this is one of my goals that I'm kind of got scratched in my own notebook that I actually remember, is creating something like when people like you or Earl or Miranda come up. Okay. Wouldn't it be nice to have a not-for-profit organization that's already been collecting money, and when the GoFundMe hits, that immediately we can drop like a couple thou to get it running, to get it going? Because, like, it would be lovely. It would absolutely be lovely to have like a not-for-profit that's constantly collecting money and donations, so that when somebody does face a crisis like this, like Miranda's, like yours, like Earl's, we have something that's there. One of the things I miss absolutely from my days as a pastor is I used to have access to a budget, a benevolence budget in my last church, where I had like a couple $100 a month discretionary that I could help people with. And then I could always go to the board, and there was a $10,000 benevolence pool that I could pull from too. And so my whole thoughts right now, and I'm trying to figure out how I could make this work, is to create like a not-for-profit, well done, legal, above board, the whole bit, that when a need like Miranda's or yours or Earl's comes up, we can immediately look at a GoFundMe something and say, oh, this is a worthy cause. Let's, drop some of the money we've collected into that. Like, that's my thoughts. So I'm kind of dropping down that rabbit hole that Fangs has led me down. So it's like, but like, it's one of those things that I'm having a lot of thoughts about, Ember. So just kind of, everybody kind of put that in your back brain. And if you have some ideas on that, I'm doing the funny apologist clips today, but this is the other issue I want to bring up at Deconversion Hangout, because when we deconvert, there's a lot of resources we lose. Not just the social ones, but like if some of you have been in your church and your church bailed you out of a financial jam, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. And I've had that happen to me. So, it's just something that I'm thinking about. Like, I would love to have like a secular benevolence type organization that looks at people in need, and when we can help, we can help. But then we're creating a way to collect money ahead of time, so that when something does happen, because shit's going to happen, it would be nice to just like, hey, let's get this GoFundMe rolling with like putting up 25% right out the gate, so that they already have that and get them started. So it's kind of, so I'm happy about that one too. So, random YouTube, how big was your channel when you started streaming constantly? How does it compare? Maybe people in the Fluffle can help me here. I started streaming consistently probably last year. It's been about a year, I think, roughly. I am going to have to, just as a kind of announcement, I'm going to probably have to drop Wednesdays for a while, starting next week, because I've got a whole bunch of stuff that's personal that's kind of piled up, and I need a day off to deal with it. So, plus, I got some other things I want to work on. But I think when it comes to subs, it's been like, if I were to give an average to it, if it's like one extra sub a day. So the sub count has grown. Like, when I first started streaming, it was like 5.3K, I believe. And now I've gotten like 500 subs probably because of it. So it's been okay. not near as much as I used to when I did videos. So that's why I'm trying to bring videos back into things and stuff like that. I just gotta find a way to get into a groove emotionally. So yeah, I think it is a great idea. That's unfair. Performers ever pitches in someone they're in need. Yes, like that's exactly what I'm thinking. Like I remember going to the Texas Renaissance Fair, and I remember talking to somebody about that very issue. Like, what happens when something happens around here? Like, oh, we already have a fund for that. Like, we already have a fund in case something happens and somebody needs something. I'm like, well, shit. Why don't we do that? I was just, honey. Okay, I'm going to tell a story. Earl kind of kicked me in the ass a few months ago about my channel because Wolf brings this up. But and factually about some things about the channel, she was wrong, but emotionally and mentally and a lot of other things, she was right. And so, yes, Earl can be a pain in the ass, but I'll say this, Earl, you were kind of a good pain in the ass every once in a while. So I appreciate you for that. So like, you're not afraid to tell me what you think, and that I actually value. So, okay. All right. I'm going to go down that rabbit hole, Triple E, and I'm going to see, when it comes to not-for-profits, though, eventually they become time-consuming, and that's why some people, like, part of it is drawing a salary from that. If I could replace my Walmart income and still get, like, $100,000 a year to help people, yeah, I could do that. It's something I've toyed with before so I can get out of the Walmart roller coaster, but, yeah, but I would rather just, if I could find a way like 99% of the money goes to people that need it, I would rather do that. But so, yeah, I'm gonna see into it, Earl, because this is a concern that I've had. Like when Ember's stuff came up the first time, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I wish we had, like, for Fang's sake, I wish we had some money just to like drop on that, like, submit your application kind of thing. So it's like, more Terrace Bigley. I know I'm not a member ATM, but I was. Eventually I will be. But my money went to Ed for the channel and for funding art and funding charity. That would be dope. Yeah, like I want to explore that arm because, as all of you know, I'm very much about atheist secular community in the sense of drawing each other together and being together. And I think one of the things a lot of us deconverting miss is like, shit, like who do I turn to when there's a problem? Like a real problem, and can I get help for it? And I think I'm going to look down that thing because I would love to create a charity with a board that we start taking donations. And then when somebody in the community, the secular community, has a need, we can meet that need. Like we can, or at least help a little bit. I'd love to, like, it's hard, as Ember says, it's hard to get GoFundMe's going, which is why I'm very pleased with what's happened with Earl's so far, because it's gotten it off and running, which is what we needed. So it's kind of that. So they collect 30 from each store, and their employees had deaths in the family and other hardships. Oh, that might be a way of doing it without getting me so involved. Like, I got to find a way where it's not going to overwhelm me. So, but if I create a board and get other people involved, that might help. So, but getting something together like that. Subs and views came in November. Yes. There are two big growth cycles for my channel. It's trying to leak again. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I get it. But in February, like I came home from Texas about that time. Like, when was that? When did I come home from Texas? I came home from Texas. I started another YouTube channel, completely unrelated to atheism. And for shits and giggles, I said, well, I wonder how the Rabid Atheist is doing. And I came back to the Rabid Atheist, and it had grown from 300 to 800 subs. And I hadn't been doing shit. Like for months, I hadn't done anything. And it struck me, but then I realized, oh shit, I can actually monetize the Rabid Atheist. Like I can actually start memberships, and I wasn't too far away from ad revenue either. So I went back to the Rabid Atheist, did that, and then I think in February 2024 there was another growth spurt where I picked up like 4,000 subs in the space of six months. So, and then since then it's been kind of a slow crawl. I haven't lost subs, but it's been like 30 a month, I would say, on average since then. So it's been like I had a huge growth spurt there, and I have no idea why that one happened either. Like both of my big growth spurts on this channel, I still don't have an adequate explanation of why that happened. So yeah, we started Fangs in January 2025. I started broadcasting more regularly, so the sub counts have slowly creeped up because of the regular broadcasts. But I've also become aware that videos need to be done as well. So, and I'm taking some cues from some other atheists of how I can do that quickly, get those done quickly. But I may end Wednesday broadcast I'm going to think about it. I'll make a more official announcement tomorrow, but I'm probably going to end Wednesday broadcast because then I'm going to use that day to write scripts. So, for my videos, but I need a day where I can do that. Yes. Therefore God. Yes. Yeah. Last week's Friday stream, I had one of those moments that I almost want to add to my list so let me guess, we're going to jump from this, therefore God, and then I play the tape, and that's exactly what he said, therefore God. Oh my God, how do I get good at this? But yes. All right, I'm running out of time for this one, but once again, okay, yeah, I'll send you stuff. Most of my editing, if I do the script right and I do the recording right, it's mostly just getting rid of dead space, or when I have to, I will. With some of my videos, you can see the cut. It's usually because I effed it up the first time, like Fangs fooled with my tongue and I screwed it up, and then I had to re-say it. And there are times that I've had to re-say stuff 4 times. And so, yes, so there you go. But yes, therefore Fangs, yes. But yeah, that's kind of the way it's been for me with editing. Most of my editing is that. So, yeah, if you watch my old videos, you'll see that. Yes, he does that. Fangs fucks with my tongue. Yes. So, and you'll see that in my old videos. If you watch them, you'll see these editing cuts. And 9 times out of 10, an editing cut is because I misspoke something several times and had to go back and redo it. And so I'll record 40 minutes and cut 15 minutes out. So that's usually what happens. But there you go. Yes, Fangs mess with your mouth. You can blame Fangs for that. He'll take it. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. I got to go. I got to get ready for work. It's my Friday night, so I'm kind of, we're all back to being caught up in my job. And so things have gotten a little bit more relaxing. So, but there you go. But thanks everybody for stopping by. Once again, if you can drop it in the comments, I'll make a community post. You can take it to the Fluffle of Fangs, or you can email it to me if you find something you think that where an apologist said something funny or damning or stupid. Just give it to me, and I will see what I can do with it. I'm going to try to put together some videos based on some of this where I kind of expound on why this is funny or stupid or whatever. So there you go. I'm also going to, I'm looking into this, finding a way to do a charity, maybe a not-for-profit. So if you have any ideas about that, I'd appreciate that in the comments as well. Trying to find ways to create a community that could be more immediately responsive to needs in the community. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. But thanks everybody for stopping by. Special shout out to Josh. And let's see, Asho, thank you for being a member for 33 months. Appreciate you. Martin, thank you. Josh, thank you for the conscripted citizenships. Thank you very much. And thanks again, Josh. Appreciate you. You guys have been great. But thanks, everybody. Make sure you hit the like buttons, all that stuff. Everything that helps appease the YouTube algorithm is greatly appreciated. And so with that, may Fangs nibble on all of your hearts. May he draw you closer to himself with his sharp, pointy teeth. May he purify all your vegetables this growing season from religious corruption. Oh, really? Oh, see, Earl, you're like 2 months away from your own color change in your bunny badge. So there you go. So there you go. But thanks, everybody. But appreciate all of you. If you need any warm fuzzies from your religion, we have that in spades, thanks to a lovely piece of art by IKIlledEarl, where you can look into the godlit Fangs' eyes and get all the warm fuzzies from a religion you will ever need. If you're looking for a religious ritual, because you need religious ritual in your life, consider circumcising a carrot and leaving it on top of your stash or anything else you find valuable. Fangs may take the carrot instead of the stash. He might not. He might take both. Results vary, like all religious rituals. And also remember that Fangs is looking for legal means, working with the law to take your stash, or check your local laws as well. Avoid all the lies and vibes of the apologists. They're out there, and especially watch out for the precept opossums. They're out there. They're going after you. So be sure you're very, very aware of those. Thanks once again. And as always, folks, live your best life. You only get one go around and then it's over. So make sure you're taking all your time, money, opportunities, giving them to yourself, the people you love and care for, and to make this a better world. You'll be happier if you do. And don't waste them on the trappings of religion and faith, because that's a dead end. I speak from experience. And thanks for stopping by again. And I will be on again tomorrow at 7. I will be reacting to Redeemed Zoomer's Theodicy. I have not done that yet, where he has tried to take on the problem of evil argument. And so I will be doing a reaction to him. It might be worth the funny. I know Sir Sick had fun with him. So yeah, we're going to delve into the problem of evil tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end to find out how you can support the channel better. Of course, there's always the normal notions of just hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell, and share the video with your friends and family that you think would be interested. That's always very appreciated. If you want to support the channel in a more tangible way, there's several options. You can super chat or super thanks in the comments or during a stream. Those are always very welcome. But you also can become a member of the channel. Members have certain perks like getting the videos early, things like that. They also have some good custom emojis during chat. So all of these things are good benefits to members, but they also support this channel and its work to continue to normalize atheism and deconversion, for which I'm very appreciative. It keeps me going, and it keeps me as a content creator being able to do more and more as a content creator. So if you choose those methods of support, thank you very much. And I appreciate you once again for staying to the end and listening to other ways that you can support the channel. Appreciate it. Thanks, and I'll catch you next time.